Hey, how's it going, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. I want to start this live stream with a little tip. I came across a kind of a problem this weekend and I forgot. And I thought, hey, maybe some other people will actually have the same problem. So I'm looking for a car for a customer, and I found them three great options. And with the first option, the guy didn't like it. Cool, but there's a couple of more. So I contacted him. I connected him with the salesman, right? That's like how I typically do it. And the salesman decides to change the price. We agreed on $14,000 with the salesman, with the manager. All my customer has to do now is just contact the salesman, give him the bank information, and trade the money for the car. Instead of that, guess what the salesman is doing? He's trying to raise the price by $1,000 out of nowhere. Absolutely not out of nowhere. And people ask me, damn, why do you cost so much? That's why, because we agreed on one price. Now the salesman is trying to raise the price by $1,000. And my mistake was, here's the learning point. I forgot to do this. I didn't do it. I trusted the salesman. Never fucking trust the salesman. Never trust him. I forgot to do this, but here's what I should have done to prevent this problem. This is what I typically do. I kind of fucked up. I didn't do it this time. I didn't ask him for a purchase order. Ask for purchase order all the time, guys. You gotta have you have to ask for purchase order, because a purchase order says this is the price, that you can't change it. That's it. We're set on this price. If you don't ask for a purchase order, well, guess what? You agree on this price today. Tomorrow the price is gonna jump up by $1,000 out of nowhere. And here's something else I did, because I have a couple of phone numbers. I called the same dealership from a different phone number, talked to a different salesman, and I talked to a manager, and guess what? I lowered the price by $500 compared to what they quoted to my customer. So the price was 14. They raised the price by to 15 to him. I called back, pretended to be somebody else, and they gave me 14 and a half. Guys, you cannot trust these dealerships. Purchase order is the best thing you can do. Even if you're not planning to buy this specific car, purchase order is the best thing you can do. Always ask for a purchase order. Hey, Kitty, how's it going? How's it going, Tyler Reynolds? Welcome, everybody. If you got questions, type them in. Make sure they're in caps lock. I'll make sure I give you some answers. Oh, and I want to tell you a little story that one of the people that bought the course told me today. You know, she has a couple of kids. They're all grown up, and she's actually helping the kids to shop for a car. You know, she's probably 40 years old or something like that. You know, I'm telling you, when she was telling me all the things that she bought the course, she watched everything, right? All the things that she was doing, I was so glad. I love good students. Whenever somebody buys my course, we had a huge sale last week. A bunch of people bought it, and I hear all these stories people are telling me. Like, it's absolutely amazing. So she goes to a dealership, and then without her permission, they took down her phone number. They took out her phone number because they have caller ID. They got her name, her last name. So she texted me, and I told her, hey, ask them to remove you from their CRM. So she got removed from the CRM, and guess what? Now she's not going to be getting a bunch of phone calls about a car that she already bought, because she's going to buy a car in next, a week or two. She's not going to be getting annoyed the shit, she's not going to be getting annoyed by these salesmen. Hey, GH, how's it going? Tyler, talk about being a car broke. I have a great story. What are you talking about, Tyler? What car broke? What happened? The credit union here sells the repo cars. Yes, dude. I actually know a dealership here in Miami that works with repo cars. Yeah, buying repo cars is actually not a bad option. It's kind of like buying theft recovery. So somebody doesn't want to pay for the car. Well, guess what? That car gets repoed. Then it goes to an auction. Somebody who has access to an auction buys that car, probably another dealership, and sells it again. So one car just goes through, goes through, goes through. It goes from a dealer to a customer to a dealer to a customer. Oh, and theft recovery. I recently started to learn about theft recovery. So imagine a car gets stolen, right? It either, whatever happens to it, right? It gets destroyed, taken apart, or it gets smashed, or often nothing happens to it. It's just sitting down the street somewhere. Nobody's reporting on it. It's sitting there for a month, and then somebody says, "Hey, this car's been sitting there for a month." Just, they call city, and the city towing tows it to sell it in the auction. They look in the bin. Oh, bam! This car has been sitting there here, just for months. Because I used to live in a bad neighborhood where stolen cars would just get dropped. Somebody steals the car, does whatever the hell they want to do, and then just drop the car. It just sits there for a month or two before city comes and take it. And then what the insurance company does is, since it's their car now, they take this car, they put it through an auction, and you can actually buy it back typically with no issues at all, not even a busted window. Tyler Reynolds, buying a new car, trading in used a year later to another car and transferring the remaining financing to the next vehicle. Yeah, you could do that, but typically I don't even like this word trading. Personally, I hate word trading. Are we 7-year-olds trading candy? What are we, in third grade, trading baseball cards? Let's get real. It's not a trading. You're selling your car for a very low price to a dealership, and then you're buying their car. It's not a trade-in. It's a sale with a purchase. That's it. Stop thinking of this process as a trade-in. It's not a trade-in. Buying a new car, trading. Yeah, okay, got that one. I'm looking for a car. I'm looking for nationwide, like you recommended. But how do I know scratches aren't on the car before I buy it? Mr. Neil, excellent questions for everybody. That's like, hey, I'm okay with buying a car, from another state, but I want to make sure that it has no damages. It's very easy. The salesman is your bitch. It's very easy, super simple. You tell the salesman, hey, I want you to go to that car and take pictures of every single scratch, because I'm going to be shipping this car, and I want to make sure that the shipping company doesn't fuck up the car. I want you to take pictures of every single scratch, ding, dent, window chip, and then I want you to do inside the same thing. Scratches on plastic, scratches anywhere. So you tell the salesman to send you, I don't know, like 50 photos of the car before you even buy it. And you actually, and guess what? I teach that shit in my course. So you gotta be taking pictures. You gotta let the salesman know to take pictures before you ship the car, right? Because you don't want the shipping company to fuck up the car. And all they can say is, well, it was like that. No, it wasn't, because I have pictures right here. And also, you can befriend a car salesman through Facebook, right? Send them a friend request, and you tell them, hey, send me a couple of videos, on Facebook, because on Facebook you can send a video that's like a minute long, and I'll do a minute from this side, a minute from that side, minute on the inside. That's it. You just tell them exactly what you want. Rusty, I was never a mechanic. How long were you a mechanic? I was never a mechanic. Never settled question. Okay. Can you declare the miles you are driving for a company on IRS to get money back on your gas? Any idea? Yes, but you have to talk to your accountant, Okay, it's 50 cents per mile with IRS write-off. Talk to your accountant. It's not money for gas. It's well, yeah, it's money for gas, but it's like 50 cents a mile. So yeah. What's up, Mr. Bottle? Hi, Dan. Nice to see you. In good shape. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Jonathan Rosiak, is there any way to search for off-lease vehicles only, or am I just looking for a 2 or 3 year old? Yes. Okay. So here's the thing, Jordan. You are wanting to buy off-lease cars. Somebody leased the car, you want to get in right behind them and get that car. Instead of them selling that car to a dealership and dealership raising up the price and then selling it to you, you want to buy it directly from the person that leased the car. Now, no. The answer is no. Actually, there is a little kind of complicated way you can try. I never done it. It's just an idea that I popped up into my head right now. It's called what is it called? Lease exchange or something like that. You have to Google. There's websites that you can take over a lease. It's like lease takeover or something like that. And you see whoever has their lease almost up. You can see that if they have like 3,000 miles left on a car, 2,000 or 1,000 miles left, they're about to turn in their lease, right? And especially if their car is already 3 years old. So what you do is you contact them. Hey, when are you turning in your lease? Perfect. I'll buy it from you. Whatever you owe on it, print it out, send it to my bank. I'll buy it. That's it. But something that I want to do is I actually want to, I don't know if I should say it or not, but this idea is just so expensive. I don't think anybody's going to do it unless they're a fucking billionaire. It's like $20 million. I want to have a website where people can list their off-lease cars. Whoever's about to get out of their lease, they would be able to sell it on this website, and it would be just peer-to-peer car selling. No dealerships. Guys, here's a crazy thing that I saw. I'm gonna make an entire video about this topic. I'm just gonna touch on this just a little bit. I asked myself, Dan, how many cars people buy cars? What's the percentage of those cars that get traded to a dealership instead of a private sale? Do you know what the private sale is from my research? Less than 3%. The reason we have these crazy car prices, absolutely insane, guys, is because we're trading our cars to a dealership. We have a $30,000 car in 3 years, depreciates 50%, and then becomes a $15,000 car, right? It depreciates, gets paid off lease, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it's $15,000. Well, guess what? What happens to that car, $15,000 car, when it gets traded back to a dealership? The dealership is gonna raise the price $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 on this car, and they're gonna sell it again on the used market. So we could have been buying that car at $15,000 of its true value. The true value of that car would be $15,000 because it depreciated 50%. But because we trade it in, we're kind of screwing ourselves over. It's not the dealership's fault per se that we're getting fucked up on these prices. It's our fault that we are giving them our cars so they can raise the price and sell it back to us. It's ridiculous. Rusty Splinters, do you know? Let me do this here real quick. Okay. What's the question here? Do you work on new or used cars? Listen, Rusty, if you're talking to me, I was never a mechanic. I specialize in buying and selling cars, not a mechanic. What are the best value SUV crossover available today? Mike says go. How's it going, Mike? Best value, fucking Lexus RX 350. NX, RX 350 NX. I prefer RX, but if you're okay with NX, sure. That one is also. I would say Lexus. That would be the only one. Because Lexus holds its value. Like it's stupid. I mean, it's ridiculous. Rusty, what did I do for the biggest dealership? I used to be a salesman there. Hey, my name is Dan. I used to work at the biggest dealership. Yeah, I don't say like sales, but yeah, I used to be a salesman. I figured from my videos it would be kind of obvious. I guess not. Yeah, I used to be a salesman at the dealership that I worked at. Swap a lease. Yes, JH. That's what it's called. It's called swap a lease. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks. Okay, what are we doing here? David Vargas, I have $3,500. What car should I buy? You shouldn't buy a car for $3,500. First, I don't think you should buy a car. I think you should keep on saving money, preferably. If you need to drive to work, carpool, bus, bike, walk, get a fucking moped for $700. Okay. Now, if you absolutely have to have a car, then there's only like four options: Toyota, any Toyota, most likely Camry or a Corolla; Honda, any Honda, most likely it's going to be a Civic or a Accord. What else is there? Hyundai, literally any Hyundai from 2012 and up. Kia, again, any Kia from 2012 and up. That's it. There's Mazda, Mazda 3. What else is there? There's not that many options. You gotta go Asian. So Toyota, Honda, Hyundai, Kia, Mazda. Dr. Deuces Gaming. Listen, I love GX450. I fucking love them. I like all Lexuses except the new fucking NX. Not a huge fan of that one, but sure, if you want to buy it, buy it. My problem is with NX. Maybe it's just my bias, maybe it's in my head, but I don't think NX is as luxurious and as comfortable, and has the same quality of build and comfort level as RX. If you're gonna listen, if you're a Lexus luxury car brand, you're building comfort luxury cars, all of their cars should be good. You can't just build piece of shit, slap a Lexus badge on it, and then sell it for 40 grand. I like all Lexuses. How's it going, Kane? Blaine Cooper, what's up, dude? Hey, Dan, how much off MSRP would you target off major Asian brands, Toyota, Honda? It doesn't matter if it's Asian, American, European. Stay away from European, but I would go with 25%. 25% off. That's what I would go for. By the way, just want to throw some at you guys. I'm not a huge fan of Ford. If you watch my videos, I actually hate Ford, except their trucks. Their Ford F-150 is pretty decent. A customer of mine, actually, a guy that bought a course, he told me that there is a Ford is having a huge discount on their electric car. What is it called? The Ford Fusion Energy. The original MSRP is like 37,000, and you can get it like without any negotiation for 26. So that's $10,000 off. No negotiation. That's 28% off MSRP. So if you want, you can do that. I mean, if you really, really want an electric car, it's out there. What else is there? Oh, and that's the premium level or something. Energy. That was the premium level he was talking about too. It wasn't some basic level. Raymond, my friend, looking for a hatchback. That's $4,000 or less. Any good on gas? What do you recommend? Hatchback that's good on gas, dude. There's a few people that have been asking me for a hatchback. You want a specific car, and you only have $4,000, dude. I don't know what can I recommend. A good hatchback for $4 fucking grand. Civic, Honda Civic. I'm not sure. What else is there? Mazda Protege 5, a really fucking old one. Mazda 3, Kia. There's a Kia hatchback. I forgot what it's called, like Sportage or something, or Sport, or Kia 5 or something. I forgot what it was called. Honda Accord, old one. It's really hard to. I mean, $4,000 and your friend wants a really specific car. Um, Mazda 3. I would probably say Mazda 3 because Mazda 3 is going to be the easiest and the cheapest. Willie Cheney, I'm in the process of selling my 2010 Denali GMC fully loaded with 104,000 miles on it. Should I try to sell it privately or to CarMax? Stay the fuck away from CarMax. I just talked about this. I literally just talked about this. Never sell your car to a car dealership. Ever, ever, ever. Listen, if you don't want to spend a long time, which is like 5 hours, selling your car, it's going to take like 5 hours. 15 minutes to take pictures of the car. 45 minutes to wash the car. Or you can pay somebody $30 to wash it for you. Okay, what else? Then you're going to write an ad, which is going to take another 15 minutes. And then you're going to answer some text and calls, which is going to take another, half an hour combined, and you're going to show this car to a few people. Okay, let's say total 5 hours. You're going to make thousands of dollars more. I don't know how much you make an hour, but let's say you spend 5 hours and you sell it for only $500 more than CarMax offered. Well, you just made $100 an hour. I don't know how much you make an hour, but $100 an hour, that's not bad. That's not bad. But let's get realistic. You're not going to sell it for $500 more. You're going to sell it for a couple of $1,000 more. You're going to sell it for the same amount of money that they are selling their cars for. So why would you sell it for less? Why? Sell it for the same amount of money, and you tell people, well, guess what? Because I'm not a fucking dealership, you don't have to pay me $800 documentation fee. You don't have to. I'm not going to try to waste your time and screw with you. You don't have to do that. So sell your car exactly for what the CarMax is selling for, and tell them, hey, you don't have to pay for $800 worth of dealership fees with me. What else I would say? Trying to add some more tips for this situation. Tell people they can also finance it. They can finance your car through their bank. And here's something else. If you want to sell your car quickly, with this method, you will sell your car in less than 3 days. 3 days. Take it to CarMax. They're going to give you a piece of paper that says how much money they're going to give it to you. Then you post your ad on Craigslist and Facebook, and you take a picture of this piece of paper and you say, the CarMax gave me $10,000. The first person that gives me 11 gets to buy this car. The first person that gives me $11,000 gets to buy this car. You're going to have people out, lined up around the fucking block. You're selling your car just $1,000 over CarMax. Deepak, how's it going, man? Dan, how come dealers crying they are not making money when it costs 12 mil in my Tornado area to build a dealership? Toronto. I'm sorry, I can't fucking read. So the dealerships are always crying, we're not making any money. Well, for those of you who are in our Facebook group, who are actually serious about buying a car in near time and who is actually, serious about saving money, one of our members, I don't know how else to call him, one of the Facebook group members posted an article about CarMax. Their average profit on a car was $2,000. On a $20,000 car, it was $2,000. I don't think that's included. If I'm not mistaken, I read the article. If I understand correctly, it does not include their dealership fee, and on average, they're gonna make $3,000 in their back office from financing. So all of a sudden, $20,000 car turns into $5,000 worth of fucking profit. You tell me, where are they not making money? That is official fucking information. This is not some random guy saying this on the internet. Google this shit, or better, whoever is actually serious about buying a car, get in our Facebook group, join. There's more stuff in there than just I'm talking about. I'm telling you. There's actually like user interaction, and people are sharing really good, useful information with each other. Hey David, how's it going? You're welcome, buddy. Brian, how's it going, dude? Dan saved me thousands by let me do this here. Jeep Grand Cherokee out of Vegas. Well, work a grand. I read your comment, Brian. Thanks, appreciate it, dude. Do a review on it. I want to see how it is. Join our Facebook group. Do a review. Just show it off for a minute. People want to see, like the amount of support that there is for those people that like, hey, like I just bought a car, I saved thousands of dollars. There's like so many people like, fuck yeah, dude, good job, congratulations on saving thousands of dollars. It's really amazing that it's not like I'm the only one happy. I'm not the only. I thought I was gonna be the only one happy, but then I see comments like, holy shit, like everybody's excited for random people. Like they never met these people, but they're happy that they saved money and not got screwed by a dealership. It's like, we are united. Dan, what's up, buddy? How's it going, Angel? When you say drive the car until the wheels fall off, you mean like the engine or transmission dies out? I mean, before it needs serious repairs. Okay, here's the thing. If the car is worth $5,000 and it needs $1,000 worth of repairs, okay, it's 20%. If the repairs are 20% of the car's value, I don't think it's, especially on a cheaper car. I'm not sure if it's worth keeping it. You know what I mean? If it's a $10,000 car, right, and it needs, and I'm talking about the car is like over 120,000 miles, because I just spoke to somebody, he has a Chrysler 300. Oh boy, I'm going to get into this fucking Chrysler discussion with Nate again. He is driving a Chrysler 300. It's 120,000 miles in excellent condition all around, but he just did $3,000 worth of repairs on it. $3,000 on a car that's worth $3,000. It's I don't think I would do it. So you kind of have to weigh in. I mean, if you need to change an engine at 60,000 miles, okay, that's one thing. But if you need to change an engine at 160,000 miles, well, shit, you change an engine, you're going to have suspension problems, you're going to have transmission problems, electrical issues. I mean, problems are just going to stop popping up here and there. So you want to be kind of figuring out, if I fix this problem, how soon is the next one? Hey Kitty, how do you pick up a good dealer mechanic to inspect a car out of town? Excellent question. So what I do is I find another dealership that's nearby where the car is. Typically 15-20 minutes away, right? And because a salesman is your bitch, in a good sense of the word, you can't fuck him. You tell the salesman, hey, my credit union requires me to do a third-party inspection. I'm gonna need you to take this car to that address. You don't say it's another dealership. You tell them, take this car to this address for pre-purchase inspection so my credit union can approve this purchase. You blame your credit union, all right? You blame it all on your credit union. And how do you do it? How do you find another mechanic that's nearby? Just Google. Typically what I do is I go to Google Maps, I type in the address where the car is, and then I favorite, you put a little heart on it, and then I Google car dealership, and I see what kind of dealerships. There's used car dealership, small dealership, lots, and then there's going to be big brand dealerships with official mechanics, with service repair centers, and you call them, schedule an appointment, that's it. When I was younger and stupid, Tyler, tell me more about this. I went out and decided to buy a used car, 2013 Chrysler 200. A year later, sold back to the dealership, but still with the outstanding finance balance that transferred. Yeah, dude. I mean, best thing you can do is not buy a car. Literally, it sounds crazy, but the best thing you can do is not buy a car. If you can live somehow without a car, well, shit, your problems have been solved. Like your entire car business, entire car problem, fixing it, insuring it, gassing it, buying it, all that shit has gone out the window if you can somehow live without a car. But if you can't live without a car, then you buy a car that you're gonna keep until it hits 150,000 miles. Literally, you have to buy a car in mind that until there's 150,000 miles on this odometer, I'm keeping it. Not buying another car. You should be going into a purchase with this mindset. Hey Janet Wunsel. Hi, just an estimate. What percentage should I take off? 20%. It doesn't even matter. Here's the crazy thing. It doesn't matter what the car is. Doesn't matter what brand it is. Doesn't matter how many miles. It doesn't matter. If it's sold by a dealership, 25%. Depends how ballsy you feel. Dr. Dessous Gaming, what kind of car do I own? I own a 2010 Lexus RX 350. No, Jesus Christ. ES 350. 2010 Lexus ES 350. Black and black, cooled seats. The only thing it's missing is backup camera. I own premium, but there was like super premium or premium, that premium plus, that's what it's called. I have a premium, but there's one more trim level above it. It's called premium plus. Like the only thing I wish it had is a backup camera, because the parking space where I park is hella tiny. But other than that, love my fucking Lexus. And it's a rebuilt title. For everybody that's wondering about cars with accidents and rebuilt title, like I drive rebuilt title cars my entire life. My family drives rebuilt title cars their entire lives. All my friends, all my relatives. What do you think is the best Chevy Silverado or Toyota Tundra? Dude, Toyota fucking Tundra by a mile. It does cost more up front. It does. But I would buy Toyota Tundra, to be honest with you. Ali Alam, what do you think of importing Toyota Vitz Yaris from Japan? Why the hell would you import Yaris from Japan? It's a shit car. You can get one here in America for like $5,000. If you're gonna import anything from Japan, consider this: R34, R33, Supra, NSX, RX-7. There's plenty of good cars to import from Japan. Why would you import Yaris? Oh, Nissan Stagea, that's also a good one. Yeah, no problem, Willie. Clifford Sayers. Hi, Dan. What do you think of 2014 Subaru Legacy for $11,000? It has 85,000 miles. Stay the fuck away from Subarus. Clifford, you need to watch my video. It's called Subaru $7 billion scam. Or I think that's what it's called, if I'm not mistaken. You go to my YouTube channel and scroll all the way down. It's like one of my probably first 30 videos that I did. It's about Subaru. Watch that video. Just watch that video. Just picked up a Lexus IS 350, 76,000 miles for $7,500. Perfect condition, dude. Oxemure, Jesus Christ, that's a crazy ass name. Okay, the guy that just picked up Lexus IS for $7,500 for 75,000 miles. You gotta make a video. That is an amazing deal. That is freaking amazing. Tell me about it. Do a video about it on our Facebook group. Tell people how much you bought it for. If my videos helped you, how many miles, show off the car, dude. Just like minute or 2 minute video. That's it. Just, it's a really good fucking deal. And here's the cool thing. You bought that Lexus for $7,500. Well, guess what? That Lexus will last you for another 100,000 miles. Literally, there's more life in this Lexus still left than somebody driven it. The car still has 100,000 miles in it, at least, if not more. There's one dealer, there's on the chat and pressed dislike. Oh boy, that's okay. That's okay. We're not gonna tell anybody, will we? Yeah, Lance. Yeah, dude. Appreciate it. Thanks. Penstar. What year? 300,000 miles. Penstar. This Chrysler is 2002. It's like super. He said it's like some kind of special order, exclusive edition or something like that. But the problem is it only has 120,000 miles. Like cars should need $3,000 worth of things done. But Penstar, I'm not gonna get into a fucking debate with you again. What are we? Okay, I have a leased car that matures in October. Can I negotiate the price for the purchase, or is it a bad idea? What do you mean negotiate? There is no negotiating. The price is already set. Once you sign the contract, when you started the lease, the exit price is set. That's it. Here's what I suggest you do. Number one, buy that car. If you like it, you already paid for it. Just buy that car. Buy it and drive it. Now, if you don't like it, put it in our Facebook group. Guys, if somebody has a lease that they're about to turn in the next 6 months or whenever, turn it in, instead of sending it back to a dealership, let one of us buy it. Let one of the people that's in our Facebook group buy it. You say, for example, I owe $20,000 on this lease, right? That's what the remaining balance is. Well, shit, one of the people that's watching this video can buy it from you for $20,000 instead of you selling it to a dealership. The dealership is gonna mark it up $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000, and then they're gonna be coming to me. Dan, help me find a car. Let's skip me. Crazy concept. Let's skip me and just sell this car directly to consumer. Not a problem, Janet. You're welcome. You never know. Okay, buddy. What's my opinion on Alfa Romeo? Alfa Romeo is like, and I want to make sure I'm as sexist as possible here, okay? Because where would we be without that? Alfa Romeo is like a beautiful Instagram model. You want to fuck with her, and you should. But you should never get married to her. Dude, Alfa Romeo is great as a rental car. If you have fuck you money, if you're making stupid money and you want to throw money away, sure. Or if you have a business, okay, go ahead and lease possibly. I know this kind of sounds crazy because I hate leasing, but if you have a business and you're making like, $200,000 a year, why the fuck not lease it? Lease Alfa Romeo. It's unreliable as hell. Looks beautiful. It's fucking amazing. It's a head turner. It has good performance. It's fun to drive. But if you're gonna be buying a Alfa Romeo, don't buy base model. Buy the actual premium model that's worth anything. Buy the fast version. It's a great fun car, but it's unreliable as hell. Like literally, whenever I start making fuck you money, I'll probably buy Julia. What is it called? Julia. There's a base model that's stupid, and there's a fast one. Yeah, but guess what? I'm gonna have enough money to repair that shit. If you're making, let's say, 150 or $120,000 a year, sure, you can afford repairs, you know. But I mean, I'll take Alfa Romeo over any other European car. I mean, I see BMWs, fucking Porsches, Maseratis everywhere. Alfa Romeo, not so much. So I think it's a very cool car, except it's unreliable. Okay, moving on. Sean Howald. Hello, Dan. I'm looking at a couple 2013, 2015 Honda Accord EXLs with 30 to 50,000 miles in California. Listing price of these cars are between 14 and 16. What offer? What's a good offer? Here's the thing. I don't. Oh, EXLs. Shit. See if you can get it for, dude. If you see an, okay, 30,000 miles EXL, right? For $13,000 with clean title. I'm assuming this is a clean title, no accident. It's a good deal. Hey amigos, how's it going? Have to agree with Dan on Subaru, not just the head gasket issues, transmission too. Yeah, I'm not really happy with Subaru. I like their Subaru sales are actually going down like consistently. It's ridiculous. I don't know how they're going up, but they're going up. How's it going? Amigos, my mans, I think I got it. Bro, I got the deal. 2018 Honda CR-V, 13,000 miles for $23,000. Dude, I think it's a good deal. I mean, you did the research, you did the negotiations, you did all the shit you're supposed to do. What I teach is super simple. Guys, for those of you that bought my course, it's stupid simple. Follow the steps and you're going to get the result. Search a lot of cars. Negotiate aggressively. Pit dealerships against each other. Congratulations. You got yourself a good deal. You're welcome, Clifford. Quadrifoglio. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that crazy ass name. Yeah, if you're gonna be buying a not a Alfa Romeo, that name, yeah, it's a fun car, but I would say it's unreliable. Yeah, but here's the thing. If you're going to be buying a not very reliable, fun car, why would you go for a base model? It's like going to a bar and instead of picking out the hottest looking person in there, you go and pick out me. Oh God. Oh, as if there is like any more than one woman watching this. Yeah, listen, if you're gonna be going for a fun car and you're going for a base model, that's completely wrong way of thinking about it. Castillo, how's it going, man? Thanks, man. I started watching your videos and you rock. Thank you, appreciate it. By the way, my lease is a 2017 GMC Acadia. I leased it for my mom that has 14,000 miles. Yeah, guys, if you have a leased car, don't turn it back to a dealership. Post it in our Facebook group. Let one of us buy it. Let regular person buy it. Another question. What year Lexus RX 350 could go for $9,000? $9,000 Lexus RX 350. It's gonna have over 100,000 miles. I can guarantee you, pretty much. Even with the, I mean, shit. Probably even, I mean, again, do you want to buy theft recovery? I can hook you up with that. Do you want to buy rebuild title? I can hook you up with that. Do you want to buy a clean title? We can do that also. Again, there's like quite a few things, you know, Angel. And it's not just that. It's also, do you want all-wheel drive or two-wheel drive? Mr. Nilt, is it true that dealers and or banks raise up your interest rates on purpose just to make more money in the finance office? Yes, exactly. Yes, yes, yes. Guys, for those of you that are typing questions, I would really appreciate if you type questions to me in caps lock. But if you're just talking between each other, you can keep it low case. Just so I can differentiate, because there's only one of me, and I want to make sure I'm answering questions, not just getting to your conversations between each other. So here's the thing: you never, ever, ever finance through a dealership, unless it's a very, very okay. Never, ever, ever, but unless it's a very like special situation. The bank says no. The credit union says no. You have no friends or family. You're orphan by yourself completely. You have no friends. And the dealership is the only way you can get a car, and you absolutely need a car. You can't use a bus, bicycle, or walking. Then sure, I guess the dealership would be the only solution. But the dealership is going to raise their interest on you. Whatever the bank has, the dealership is going to throw another couple of percent on top of it. Maybe a percent, maybe 2%, maybe 3%. Why not? So that's why I tell people, just like you shop a car, you absolutely have to shop dealership, money. You gotta shop credit unions. You can't just be like, all right, I'm gonna buy whatever. You can't be doing that. You can't just, I'll go with this dealership because they approved me. No. Shop credit unions in one day. Contact 5 credit unions in the same day. See who gives you the best possible interest rate. Bam, you got yourself best possible interest rate. Why would you go to a car dealership? They're gonna screw you over not only on a car price but also on financing. What am I missing here? Is $18,000 for Toyota Tundra rebuild title good price? I have no idea. David Thomas, I have no idea. And don't like, here's a couple of things. Is it a 2-door or a 4-door? Is it all-wheel drive or a 2-wheel drive? How many miles does it have? What year is it? And here's something else. You might be thinking, I'm gonna type this to them right now. Don't tell me. I don't know if it's the best deal or not. Sounds to me like it's a good deal. What the hell is a good deal? Good deal is whatever you want it to be. You don't want to go for a good deal. You want to go for the best deal. And the only way to get the best deal is to shop around. How much negotiations have you done? And here's something else, David. If you're thinking of buying rebuild title, why not buy one from an auction and have somebody fix it for you? That's kind of what I'm starting to suggest to people. Unless you absolutely need it right now. I'm actually building partnerships, starting to build. It's not like I have anything right now, but I'm working with people who repair cars. And what I want to do in the future, somebody needs a car, right? They order a car, is 2-3 months later, bam, they have, well, not 2-3, but let's say 2 months later, they have their car for a phenomenal deal. Car gets bought from an auction, gets repaired, then they buy it. That's it. I want to move. I want to cut out dealerships completely. Pennstar, they are very disgusting. Oh, yeah, Pennstar. I don't think you're gonna like me. Oh boy, are you sure you want to be asking a Russian guy that question? Are you sure? Thank you for your advice on Honda Accord DXL. I appreciate it. Not a problem, Sean. Amigos, you're welcome. I'm glad my videos helped you out. Okay, what are we doing here? Willie Cheney. I'm thinking about investing in a GTS Labette Maserati next year. I'm a small transport company, but finding out Ferrari made the engine after next year don't make mass engine. Listen, why the hell would anybody buy Maserati? Oh boy, there's out of all European car manufacturers, like super sport cars, I hate Maserati the most. Not only the quality is garbage, but it's the cheap. It's like Maserati is the type of car. Uh, it's like somebody can't afford a Ferrari, they can't afford a Bentley or a Rolls Royce, they can't afford a GT3, they can't afford a Lambo. They go out and buy a fucking Maserati to stunt. Why would you do that? I mean, if you're gonna be buying, a true super sport, buy Ferrari, buy Lambo, buy, and if you're gonna if you want a fast super sport performance, there's a GTR for you. I don't know. I hate Maseratis. How's it going, Sprinter? Printer? Printer. What's up, dude? Ali Alam. Hey Dan, what do you think of a 2018 Highlander versus 2018 4Runner? Which one has good resale value after 4 years plus? Which one is reliable in terms of cost? Okay, 4Runner holds its value much better than Highlander, much better. Chicago supports you. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. And I agree with the uh, Angel. I know you like 350 RX 350, but do you like older RX 330? Absolutely, dude. All the RX 350 is just a changing model to differentiate between years. But really, RX is the true model. So I love RX. Like I said, I love everything Lexus has to make. There's only literally probably 4 or 3 cars that I hate. Old SC 400, that thing was a turd. Then the new UX, I hate that one. And then the IS, the newer IS. I don't like them because they charge premium, but it's not a fast car or it's not luxury. Hey Penstar, I love muffins. What can I say? You know? How much do you charge for someone to find a car? $1,000. I'm not just gonna find a car. I'm gonna do the car finding, but pretty much all the work. So I guess whatever you can call it finding. The negotiating, the fighting with the fucking dealerships, the salesmen, finding out all the secret fucking fees and all that shit they're gonna try to add on. Alexandra Costa. Hello, Dan. Hello. Please tell me if Hyundai Elantra with 7,000 miles for $10,000 is a good price. Holy fuck, yes it is. Holy shit. 7,000 miles for $10,000 for Elantra? Yes, that's a good price. That's a good price. Okay, here's the thing though, Alexandra. It's a really good price. So make sure you take it for pre-purchase inspection. Make sure you maybe even possibly call me, because that's a really good price. That's a very surprising price. What's going on with that car? So here's a couple of things you want to do. If you're buying it from a dealer, you have a little less things to worry about. If you're buying it from a private party, make sure there's no liens in the car. Make sure it wasn't flooded. Make sure it wasn't flooded, because if that car was flooded, do not buy it. It's a piece of garbage. What else? It's not flooded. There's no liens. The person that's selling you the car has to be the person that's on the title, because what somebody could have done, they could have stolen the car, and the title was in the glove box, and congratulations, they're stealing somebody else's stolen car. I mean, they're selling somebody else's stolen car, so you don't want to be doing that. So just call me, text me, I'll guide you through it. Make sure everything goes good. Our Subaru BRZ and Toyota 86 and Scion FRX, good reliable Sports car. Listen, the problem first, Kill Cage, son. I know you're not about to call these cars a sports car. They're not a sports car. They are not a sports car. They're a two-door manual car. That's it. They're not a sports car. Let me, I'm not even trying to be mean to you, bro. I'm not. But this is not a sports car. It's a lazy fucking version of a good car that was made way back in the day of a Toyota A86. Okay, it's front wheel drive. It has Subaru engine that you're gonna need to be doing a $3,000 head gasket replacement. At like 80,000 miles, 90,000 miles. Do you want to be doing that? I understand you want a manual car, but listen. What you need to do, I wouldn't buy it. Kill Cage 43, buddy. I wouldn't buy that car. I hate those cars. They're weak. The car has 200 horsepower. 200 horsepower. It's not a sports car, dude. Like Camrys have more horsepower. Accords have more horsepower. It's ridiculous. And their acceleration is hella slow. These cars are very, very, very slow. So here's the thing: if you're trying to buy, your kind of entry-level sports car below $15,000, I have a video just for that. It's called $12,000 sports cars. And I give you a list of I think 10 cars almost. There's Nissans. There's fucking So Nissan 350, 370. What else? Infiniti the Infiniti G series. You can buy a two-door or a four-door, and they're actually really good. And you can find them in manual. If you can buy an Infiniti in manual, that thing is fucking amazing. Good motor, and you got the manual transmission, and you got leather seats and all that shit. Dude, I would go with Infiniti. Mazda 3-speed. What else is there? There's Ford Focus ST, Ford Fiesta ST. Personally, as much as I don't like Ford, I would probably take Ford Focus. I hate the interior, but the exterior actually looks pretty damn good. I love sport wagons. So Ford Focus ST manual, that's something I would look into. Willie, okay, how you're being real. Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Uh, hey, Caesar, how's it going? Hi, Dan. I heard you mentioned something about shopping around for insurance. How? That's very simple. That's actually something else I'm working on to add to my website. Okay, you call insurance brokers. That's it. You call 3 insurance brokers. Each one of those insurance brokers is gonna contact 15 insurance companies. So with 3 phone calls, you shopped 45 different companies, and you're gonna get the best possible deal. I have an insurance broker, and I don't stick with one insurance. Whoever gives you the best possible insurance price, that's who I go with. That's it. Listen, and something else. Guys, for those of you that haven't shopped for insurance in last 12 to 16 months, you need to call 3 insurance brokers, and I can almost guarantee that you will find better insurance. Insurance companies actually raise insurance on those people who do not shop them. It's kind of crazy. I know it's insane. It's one of the few industries that's also fucked up, that's also subscription based. You're like your phone bill, it's always the same, right? Unless you add something, right? Your TV bill, cable bill is always the same. Your internet is always the same, but your insurance can actually go up. And they're not going to tell you that this time like, well, we have just increased your insurance. No, it just goes up, 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 up. Well, then guess what? A year or 2 or 3 years later, you're actually paying more than you did previously. So what you got to do is you got to shop. You got to shop insurance. I'm telling you, for those of you that, if you think you have phenomenal, super cheap insurance and you haven't shopped for last year or 2 years, call three car insurance brokers. Call three of them, and you tell them, hey, I want find me the cheapest possible insurance. Okay. Alexandra, hi Dan. I heard from a dealer. Read the rest of my message, please. I'm sorry. The message is like. How much, Alexandra? How much the pre-purchase inspection is? Like $120, if that's what you're talking about by reading the rest of your message. Yeah, the PPI is like $120. It's not expensive. Should I shy away from cars with button push clutch instead of the regular clutch? Hard pro and cons. There are button clutches? I didn't even know there were button clutches. I don't even know what that is. Dan, I wanted to let you know because if I'm buying a used car and not new, I'm learning much from you. Yeah, thanks, Alexandra. Appreciate it. Dan is the best genius. Not be humble. Be humble. Thanks. Appreciate it, Angel. Appreciate it. What's up, bro? How's it going, Kilo? What you been up to? You have any more questions for me, guys? Oh, guys, can you give me a thumbs up on this video? I would really appreciate it. Anybody has anything that the dealership told them that was worth discussing? Hey, Timothy. Dan, no question, just congratulations on hitting 10,000 subscribers. Thanks, Tim. Appreciate it, dude. Appreciate it. Oh, nice, dude. Kilo, do a video about it. If you got your wife a Tesla, do a video in our Facebook group. I want to see, all the details, the price, the miles, and if any of my shit that I teach actually helped you. All right, guys. I think we might cut this one short. It out of nowhere. Typically, I'm swarmed with questions, but out of nowhere, there's no questions. I'm looking for a SUV. I will be contacting you. I got you, Janice. Let's make it happen. Shit. You know what? Give me a second. Let me go really quickly. I got a computer here. I want to see if I can find a PowerPoint from my course, and maybe I can have a little teaching lesson or teaching something on it. Okay. Yeah, thanks, Allison. Appreciate it. Then with the cars that are 5 years old, have a lot of electronics, how do you test them and how do you know everything is working well? Pre-purchase inspection. There are car nerds. They're called car mechanics, right? They know everything there is to know about the car. Like, I don't even inspect my own cars. I don't, because I don't pretend I'm a professional mechanic. Guys, like, if I was to have a big party, right, and I was to invite a bunch of friends, the chances of me cooking for like 100 people are zero. I can cook for myself, but I'm not gonna pretend I'm a professional egg fryer. Okay, I'm not, unless everybody's getting a fried egg. Like, I don't inspect my own cars, and when people are like, the cars seem good to me, it's like, are you a mechanic? Did you just really save $100? $100 on a mechanic That you didn't save anything. You risked thousands of dollars by saving $100. Oh, yo, Kilo, so you got 31 grand back? Dude, not bad. Yeah, dude, just do a video. Just do a video. Tell me all about it and show off the car. They say some of the most honest people swear a lot. You're honest dropping F bombs. No, it's just well, first it's just how I talked for a long time. I just kind of don't give a shit. And second, I'm angry. Like, I'm not like punching anybody. Not yet. Oh. Castillo. Okay. Kelly Blue Book. Is it a good reference? Absolutely not. Kelly Blue Book is a joke. Shit. What is there? There's a black book. There's a thing called Black Book, and there's another one. Fuck. What is it called? Edmonds or something like that. It's also a pricing guide. Listen. They are owned by dealerships. The dealerships own them. Do you know who owns Kelly Blue Book? Auto Trader. Auto Trader sells cars. Who owns Auto Trader? Cox Automotive, like a $5 billion auto group, or guys, you can't be. These are not independent car pricing guides. Do you know where Kelly Blue Book comes from? Let me tell you a little story where Kelly Blue Book comes from. Okay. A long time ago, about 100 years ago, I think it was like 1912 or 1920s, 1923 if I'm not mistaken, but don't quote me on it. There was a guy, his name was Kelly. He owned a Ford dealership. So he was buying cars from people. People would be selling their used Ford Model Ts. And he decided, hey, I want to get more cars, but I don't want to spend so much time negotiating with the people how much I'm going to give them for the car. Because the person comes with their Model T and says, I want this much money. And the Kelly says, well, how about I'll give you zero? So he wanted to get rid of the negotiations. So he created a little book, and it was called Kelly Blue Book. It had a blue cover on it, okay? And it was called Kelly Blue Book. He passed it around, and people thought that was the price of their trade-in. This guy, Kelly, he's a used car dealership. He was a car dealership, and he created a book of how much, with numbers of how much money he wanted to pay for these cars. Literally, he said, okay, for a car that has this many miles, this many years, I'm going to pay this much. For a car that has this many miles, this much, I'm going to pay this much. For this car that has this many miles this year, I'm going to pay this much. It's not an independent pricing guide. There is no independent pricing guides. Guys, there simply isn't. I'm talking about cars that are 5 years old. Okay, what would I expect to pay a car nerd mechanic who will take the listen, Kitty, car pre-purchase inspection. It's called PPI, pre-purchase inspection. It costs anywhere between $90 to $120. Literally, I even negotiate PPI. I call the dealership and say, hey, I want to do a pre-purchase 120-point pre-purchase inspection. How much is it? It's $120. How about 90? I even negotiate the freaking PPI for $30. I'm a Jew at heart. Well, in my pocket. In my pocket, actually. Guys, you can even negotiate that. How's it going, Flyby? What's going on, dude? You're late to the party. The party is slowing down, unfortunately. Yeah, thanks, Kilo. Appreciate it, dude. It's just you are the first guy that bought a Tesla, and you're gonna be the first one. So I really want to see what you got. Alexander the Great, what's up, dude? How are you going to keep up with all these questions once you get more followers? I have no freaking idea. I'm gonna have somebody who's gonna probably just read questions to me. I'm gonna hire somebody. Um, the new 2020 1500 Chevy that has like i6 diesel Duramax 10 speed Allison transmission. Any good? What are your thoughts? First, I do love Allison transmissions. Second, I love diesel trucks and just diesel cars overall. If it was my will, I will actually have more diesel cars, not just trucks, just even cars. But I don't know of any problems with that. Yeah, Barry, you're gonna have to Google specific problems, but I don't think he has any. Like not that I know of. Plus, it's a 2020. The car is just out. Nobody put in 50, 60, 70,000 miles for problems to start popping up. That's why I tell people buy a used car, not a new car. If you buy a brand new car, well, how do you know that this model of the car doesn't have some problems with it and it's not going to go through a bunch of fucking recalls? You don't. You don't. That's why, but you buy a used car that was tested, it has 30, 40, 60,000 miles on it, and that's already tested. Mr. Coffee for 12. Websites to search for cars. So the best websites I obviously have in my course. Some of the websites that are really easy to use. First, Craigslist is a must. Facebook Marketplace is a must. AutoTrader, uh, AutoList. It's just I don't even think them. It's not like I have them on top of my head. I just have them on a computer. I just click, click, click. I don't even know. There's AutoList. There's like auto.com or something. There's like I see cars that or something. So I see cars ISEE cars.com or iccar.com, something like that. Oh, what's up, Benjamin Nelson? How's it going? Bro, what's up? You say you don't like the new Nissan. I think you should let people know why that in their Nissan was really solid until they bent the knee to Renault. What happened? The transmissions. The hardest part to get right in a car is the transmission because it takes tremendous. I'm about to go Donald Trump here. It has tremendous wear and tear. Tremendous. I mean, the pressure on those fucking plates is insane. And people shifting and people constantly accelerating, braking to make a good quality transmission that will not need replacement like till like 130, 150,000 miles is very hard. It's not easy. Really, it's not. Like the transmission problem is the number one problem plaguing cars in this day. Acura has transmission problem. Nissan completely garbage. Chrysler, all just a Chrysler product. What else? The fucking Subaru is starting to have issues with that shit. How many cars have I owned in my entire life? A shit ton. A few. A lot. I mean, I owned a lot. Literally, there's just a lot. Anything from a fucking Chevy Aveo to Ford F-150s. I mean, and there's more important thing is I lost a lot of money on cars also. So when I'm talking about how to save money, that shit comes from my personal experience from me losing a shit ton of money, and I don't want you to be doing that. DC Johnson, why do people ask about reliability on something that's just coming out? I don't know. They think of me very highly. They think I got the inside scoop on the future problems on cars. Kitty, Dan the man, thanks Kitty, appreciate it. You give good advice, and you are the math quiz. Are you a math quiz? Thanks, appreciate it. Your course provides all the facts and formulas. High five. High five. Dan, should I go for Hyundai Sonata 3.3 V6 or 2.4 cylinder? Will do the job already? Uh, so I guess you're asking, should you go for a V6 or a four cylinder? It Four cylinder is fine. You listen. You're buying a Santa Fe. Okay, here's the question. You're buying the Santa Fe, right? Are you going to be hauling a lot of stuff constantly, or no? That's it. That's the only question. How much shit are you going to be carrying? If you're going to be carrying a lot of people all the time, sure, 3.3. And not a lot, not just a lot of people all the time, but this thing has to be loaded also. But I think 2.4 is plenty, really. It's not your car is not going to be packed all the time. Um, Sprinter. Other YouTubers that go live usually don't address all the questions like you do. Well done, big props to you, amigo. Yes, well, I watched like 2 minutes of Scotty Kilmer's live stream. There's like 6,000 people watching him at once. I mean, the questions don't pop up like they hear. I mean, they just scroll up. It's like somebody scrolls like, bzzz, like holy shit. I don't know. I think he has a what is it called? The paid when somebody like pays and then ask a question. So I think he only asks questions that people pay for, and because YouTube doesn't promote my shit, doesn't send out a notifications like they should. I'm not gonna give him any extra money. Lance McKnight, explain the process of what to do after a dealer far away have agreed on a price, please. Okay, Lance, buddy, thanks for texting me in caps. Appreciate it. Okay, okay, let's do this. You got a price from a dealership. The salesman told you, yes, this is a good, we can do this. Ask them for a purchase order. Without a purchase order, that price is not existent. It doesn't matter, because for those of you that are going to be rewatching this stream, in the beginning of the stream, I gave a situation that was going on. I found a car for a customer, a good deal. We agreed on the price for $14,000 with the salesman. I connect the salesman with my guy. Now all they have to do is exchange banking information. You know what the salesman does? Raises the price by $1,000. And I didn't take him, and I trusted him. Typically, I always ask for a purchase order, but in this situation, I didn't. I just trusted the guy. I didn't think he was a piece of shit. But can you believe I thought a salesman would not be a piece of shit? What was I thinking? Even I make mistakes. So you gotta have a purchase order. If they are not willing to give you a purchase order, that price, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. McCoffee 12, Auto Trader blocks my VPN. What? Hey, thanks, Flyby. Appreciate it. Shit, I wish I had a crystal ball. I just got regular ones. Oh God. Could this be the reason why the YouTube is not sending out the notifications? Could this be the reason? You should do some role-playing videos, buying and seller interactions. I could do that, but like, who am I gonna role-play? With myself? That doesn't sound like fun. You plan to keep your Lexus all upgraded to a different Lexus? I'm gonna drive my Lexus until the wheels fall off, or until I make $1 million. Whichever one of those two comes first. Dealership sprung dealer ads on very end of the long distance process. Tinted windows. The salesman also acted tough. Didn't know whether he whether his dealership had a fee. Yeah, listen, I work with salesmen every single fucking day, all day long, and I ask them, "What's your dealership fee?" And there's silence. There's silence on the other end. Like, I don't know. Is this your first day at the dealership? No, I've been working here for 3 years. How many cars have you been selling? How the fuck do you not know your dealership fee? Or are you just lying to me? Or are you just lying to me? You don't know what your dealership fee is. Fuck. What do you think of new Kia Telluride? I love new Kia Telluride. It's a competitor for Lexus RX 350. Finally, RX 350 is not the only SUV I can recommend. Here's the problem with Kia Telluride. You can't buy it for another year because the dealerships are not lowering the price, number one. And number two, not only they're not lowering the price, but they're increasing the price over the MSRP. They're gonna add like $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 over their MSRP. There's no way in hell I would ever pay sticker price. Ever. There are people that are paying $5,000 over sticker price. Fuck. So you can't buy it for another year until the prices get a little more realistic. DC Johnson, 3.3 Hyundai Santa Fe is better choice. 2.4 has been recalled for engine fires. Okay, DC Johnson, thank you. Thanks for looking back. So whoever asked the question about Hyundai Santa Fe, if you're going to be buying one, buy 3.3. Buy a V6 instead of a 4-cylinder because the 4-cylinder has been recalled for engine fires. But me, I have no problem with recalls. Even if it catches on fire, I'm going to get a new fucking car anyways. For free. Because literally, it's not even going to go through my insurance. It's going to go through Hyundai. I will literally get a new fucking car. Dan, congrats on all the subscribers. You gave the best advice. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Let's smash that thumbs up button, everyone. Show YouTube. We appreciate Dan's channel. Yeah, guys, thanks, Flyby. I appreciate it. Thanks for giving me thumbs up. The reason YouTubers are asking for thumbs up, first, it makes their mom feel great that their kids are doing something productive. Oh my god. And then second, it helps YouTube recognize that this channel is not a worthless channel, that this this channel is actually worth promoting. But then I could start just reposting AOC's videos. I get really popular. No, probably not. Dan deserves millions of subscribers. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, see, for everybody, there's actually some people that have been asking me about YouTube and they want to start their own YouTube channels. Guys, if you're thinking about making money on YouTube, don't even think about it. It's extremely hard. You are better off going out and collecting cans. You'll make more money collecting cans, guys. So I have my channel for 10 months. I have 10,000 subscribers. I got some videos over 100,000 views. Guys, zero money. I pay my video editor to do the video editing for me. I still haven't made any money on YouTube. Still haven't. So if you're thinking about making money on YouTube, no, it's not a thing. Back in the day, sure, it was. Now, forget about it. It's not a thing. It doesn't exist anymore. The only way you can make money on YouTube is with sponsors or a product. So I don't have any sponsors because I like to keep my balls to me, and I don't like to sell out. It's not just a sell out, but like who the hell would sponsor me? Kia, when I tell that their cars catch on fire. Ford, when I tell that their fucking Ford Mustangs are fucking caskets on wheels, or Jeeps. Come on, let's get real. So if you're thinking about making a YouTube channel, don't make it anything controversial. Don't cuss. Be a good boy. The dumber the video you can make, the more stupid, the more retarded, the less sense it makes, the more views it's gonna make. There are people who get half a fucking million views in 1 week on a cat video. And I'm not joking, on a cat video. There are channels that specialize filming their cats. They get 500,000 views in a week on a video, and they upload every single day. So I would not create a YouTube channel if you want to make money. Just from YouTube ads, because that shit doesn't fucking exist. I already purchased a car a month ago, but just came across for your helpful info. Gotta thanks, Sprinter, appreciate it. Have you researched Hyundai Palisade? I love Hyundai Palisade. I love it. Far as the research, I mean, it's a Hyundai big family SUV. What is there to research about it? I done some research about it, but it's like, I don't think it has anything amazing. It's like, it doesn't fly. It's not a water powered car. I don't think it's anything special. I think it's just a big, good quality, reliable SUV that I would definitely buy if I was buying a third row, full, like a family vehicle. Okay, let me do some here. CC, I have used your advice last couple of weeks. Your shit is spot on. Thank you, appreciate it. Then I know you know cars. Here and there, kinda. Do you like riding jet skis? Bro, I work from time I wake up to time I go to bed. That's it. I work. Like literally, I have to schedule grocery shopping. It's like, okay, when am I gonna do grocery shopping? I have no time for that shit. Yo, good night, mate. I'm gonna be logging off here anyways pretty soon. Looking for best recommendation for a third row SUV in the market. Listen, if you're looking for a third row SUV, Honda Pilot, Kia Telluride, and then Hyundai Palisade. Those are the only three ones that I would recommend. Okay, what else we got? Advertise your business in a background. Green trap has to go. Yeah, John, is just to do that. I have to. I'm streaming from my phone. I would have to stream from my camera DSLR, and I gotta figure out how to set that shit up. And actually, like, I could do that. It's just there's like 50 people watching. I mean, CarMax sponsor, yes. Rick Reviews. That's who I should get. I should get a CarMax sponsor. Good thinking. Thanks, Rick. Appreciate it. DC Johnson's. I'm single with no kids and I want Kia Telluride or Palisade. Dude, I want one. It's a good car. Just I'm not paying sticker price for it. I'll buy a used one 3 or 4 years later for my mom. Good night, y'all. Dan, thank you for all the you do. Thanks, Mr. Coffee. I appreciate it. See you next stream on Sunday. No Toyota Highlander recommendation. The problem with Toyota Highlander, the third row seats are actually really tiny. So the Pilot actually has more room in the third row compared to the Highlander. That's kind of my problem with the Highlander. How about Toyota Highlander? Yeah, okay, yeah, flyby. The third row options is super tiny, that one. Just, you can compare the Toyota Highlander to a Honda. And for everybody that's kind of stuck between two cars, what you can do is you can borrow. So you call a dealership and you tell them, hey, I want to schedule a test drive and I want to borrow a car for 5 hours. And you borrow that car, you find another car that you're comparing this car to, drive it to their dealership, and you literally have two cars at the same time. What's up, bro? You sound funny when you say F word. Keep it up. Funny? I guess. Thanks, I guess. Vehicle sitting on a lot while on a lot while is this a good different negotiation? Yeah, dude, absolutely. If a car has been sitting on a lot for a while, well, of course this is a good deal. Listen, every single month that car sits in the lot, the dealer pays $300 for it. $350 or so, right? If a car has sat there for 10 months, that's $3,000. $3,000. The dealership doesn't want that. If the car has been sitting in the lot for more than 3 months, that car needs to go. The dealership knows that. The salesman knows that. The manager knows that. But they're going to add, oh, we don't care. We can keep this car for another 6 fucking months. Listen, this is what you tell a dealership whenever you find out their car has been selling for more than 50 days. You tell them this, hey, you had this car for 60 days. How much longer do you plan to keep it? Just shut up and let him answer. Whoever speaks first loses. How long does he want to keep it? Their dealership is going to tell him, well, we want to sell it. Perfect. You're not going to believe this, but I actually want to buy it. It's crazy. Let's sell it. Now, my offer is this amount of money. And here are 3 reasons why you should sell a car to me. Number 1, you're going to make money. Number 2, I'll sweeten the deal. No, number 2, you'll stop losing money on the car that has been sitting on your lot, because they're losing money because they have to pay to the bank for the car. And number 3, I'll sweeten the deal. I'll finance through you. And I'll allow you to make some money on the back end. I'll finance through you, even though I have my own financing. Well, guess what? You've been smart. You listened to my shit. You called 5 credit unions. You got your financing. Let's say at 3% APR. The dealership said, okay, if you'll finance with us, we'll give you the price that you want. Not a problem. And they give you like 5% APR. Whenever they send you everything, you say, hey, if I win a lottery, can I pay off this car faster? And they're going to be like, yeah, totally. Just, you want to make sure there's no like early payoff penalties, right? Next day, after you sign a contract for 5% APR, you tell your credit union, hey, buy out my loan at 3%. That's it. That's it. You saved money, you turn around, and you made your credit union buy out the loan at 5% at 3% now. So you saved money. Congratulations. Yeah, Kitty, thanks. Appreciate it. Dan, I know you don't pay MSRP. My question is, when they advertise $4,000 or $5,000 over MSRP and for ad like lift kits or push bar stuff, does that negotiate start off MSRP prices? Okay, Caesar. Okay, you're talking about addendum sticker. Okay, listen, Caesar, you need to go to my channel, okay, and you need to watch a video. Give me literally 7 seconds. I'll find this video right now. YouTube channel. I uploaded this video literally like few days ago. Okay, it's called Never Buy a Car If You See This. Okay, never buy a car if you see this. It has 2 pieces of paper on the thumbnail. Okay, and it says pure profit. Those are called addendum stickers. You want to stay away from addendum stickers, okay? Never, ever, ever pay addendum stickers. You should be buying a car just as a stock car. You shouldn't be buying aftermarket shit on the car because it's more expensive. You want to get a lift kit, you want to get all crazy shit on your car, buy it yourself exactly how you want it. Why would you pay more for the wheels that you don't really like when you can buy the wheels that you like for less? Why would you buy a kit from a lift kit from a company that you don't really like when you can buy the kit that you like for less? Don't buy that shit. If you see a dealership that has addendum stickers or that has aftermarket parts on the car, steer clear of them. They are a very low integrity dealership. They have no honor, no integrity. They are a shit dealership. You gotta watch my video because in that video, I actually, I used someone else's video as an example. There was like $23,000 worth of shit on the car. 23 fucking grand. Thanks, Dan. Yeah, dealerships say it will sell. Of course, it will sell. Yeah, the dealership is going back to the question if the car has been sitting on a lot. That's what they tell me. Oh, it's gonna sell. I tell them also. I have no doubt it's gonna sell. But my question is, will the price a month from now be this or lower? Are you gonna keep the price the same or are you gonna lower it to sell it? You're gonna lower it. Second, do you make payments on this car? Do you have monthly payments to this car? $300 every single month. Do you want to keep making those payments for next few months until it sells? Or you can buy it, you can sell it to me right now and you can still make money. Then how can you tell how long the car has been sitting on the lot? Very good question. On some websites, it actually sells. This car has been on this website, not at this dealership, but on this website for X amount of days, like 30 days, 60 days. And here's another thing. Sometimes I see like this car has been on this website for like 180 days. Then I call this dealership and be like, and trying to lower the price and all that shit. And they tell me, oh, we only had this car for 30 days. Well, you had it for 30 days, but it's been on this website for 180 days. So this car cannot sell for 180 days. What are you doing some kind of magical tricks that you are gonna sell it? That previous dealership couldn't sell it for 150 days. So they peddled that shit off to you and now you're trying to sell it. And something else you can do is, well, first, it says on the website, right? And some websites, not all, some websites. Second thing you can do, you can ask the Carfax from a dealership. And on the Carfax, the very last person that owns is going to be this dealership. So you can see how long you've been sitting there. Also, simplest way, you can just ask, hey, how long do you have this car for? And they're going to tell you, oh, a month or 2 months or 3 months. If they tell me, okay, we had this, whenever I ask them, how long do you have this car for? It doesn't matter if they say it's 1 day or 100 days. My answer is this: perfect. Let's sell it right now. Let's sell this car right now. Dude, call on now. Hello from Vladivostok in Russian Federation. Great live. Dude, hit me up. Dude, join our Facebook group. Send me a message. I'm actually from Khabarovsk. That's crazy. That is crazy, dude. That's insane. Vladivostok, that's not too far away from where I used to live. That is insane, dude. Yeah, Kitty, I'm telling you, keep learning. You're gonna be doing what I'm doing. Like, I swear, you're gonna be one of the people that's actually teaching other people how to find cars. I know that the least. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dan, for providing this open forum for all of us to share info. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad I could do this. That's $21,500. A good deal for 2019 Toyota Tacoma MSRP $26,000. I have no idea. I don't know. What if there was a rebate yesterday for $6,000 and you're getting pretty much the same price that everybody else is getting? Then it's not the best deal. It's just a deal that everybody else is getting. The only way to get the best possible deal is to negotiate, search, do the work. You have to put in the time. If you don't put in the time, magically, it's not gonna appear. Okay, it's not gonna jump out at you out of nowhere. It's not Kevin Spacey. Okay, it's not you have to put in the work to find a good deal, to find the best deal, not a good deal, a best deal. All right, guys, thanks for the questions. Appreciate everybody giving me thumbs up, sharing my videos, supporting me. If you have any questions, save them for the next stream. My name is Dan Strong, and I'll see you in the next video.